Bitch, jump in that fire.
Welcome back. Today's topic is on, can you do multiple spells at once? Can you do multiple rituals at one time? The answer really depends on whether or not you have the available space to do so. When you're doing multiple rituals consecutively at one time, it really depends on, are you able to put these in different locations in your house? Most spells have to be put in certain locations within your environment. They have to be separated from one another. The reason for this is because you don't want to clog the energy within that environment. You don't want your love magic next to your black magic, or your black magic next to your money magic. Because when you do that and you clog those energies up, you can run into having to deal with a backfiring effect, or simply the rituals not manifesting properly. If you have love magic next to your breakup work, best believe that your breakup work is going to affect that love magic, because you have negative energy in the same environment as positive energy. So if you're going to do both those things at once, have the love magic on one side of the house, your black magic on the other side of the house, or place these different categories of workings in different locations, different levels of your house. Now, in regards to, let's say you're doing multiple types of one category of magic, so you're doing multiple, for example, multiple love magic workings, you can do all of those in one environment, still space them out properly within that environment, but you can still do them in that same one room. Same as though with black magic, have all that in the same one room. Just don't mix conflicting energies. Don't mix different categories of magic within the same environment. Now, when we're talking on the lines of someone who works with spirits, this is most definitely crucial information as well, because a lot of times when you got different entities conjured into your work, you got certain spirits that don't necessarily get along well with other spirits. So you're even more going to have to separate things. So in that scenario, when you got spirits conjured into the work, even if you got both of these workings that are love work involved, but they have two separate spirits, you're gonna have to put them in separate locations, because those spirits might not necessarily mix well with one another. If you work with Mayinette, but you also work with Anima Soul, and you're doing two love rituals, don't think, oh, because it's a love ritual, they can go in the same room. No, you don't want to mix those two spirits within the same location. You want to have those spirits separated from one another. So when you're into hoodoo and you're doing that, is one thing. Yes, I still believe you have to spread them out, but you might be able to get away with putting certain things within the same location. But when we're talking about working with someone like me who has spirits conjured into the work, I will most definitely tell you to put these things in two separate rooms or different levels of the house, or if you have to, might have to put something outside or rent out a storage unit to be able to work with me. It all depends on your own personal situation, but that's basically what it is. So if you're a client of mine, or you are thinking about becoming a client of mine, go ahead and have in your head that I'm going to need you to have space within your house, space to put things, and space to separate things, especially if you want two different categories of workings. If you want a breakup spell and also a love spell at the same time, I'm going to have space to do so. So it's most definitely possible, even if you are your own, you're you're an independent worker. That's something to note as well. So that's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe.